Hey dancers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Claudia Dean and today we have a very special guest. I have with me Lauren from Dance Desire on the Gold Coast. So Lauren, can you tell me a little bit about Dance Desire and tell my fellow subscribers all about Dance Desire and what it offers?
Yeah, sure. So we're super excited to be here with you. Obviously, we have a big retail store based on the Gold Coast. We also have a really large online store, but essentially we're an independent dance retailer, which means that we stock a whole range of different options in terms of shoes and dancewear and clothes and all your accessories.
So guess what? Today I'm trying on all different brands of Pointe shoes.
Yay!
So exciting. I've never tried another Pointe shoe brand other than my Block Heritages. So this is so exciting. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're excited. So that's what I guess an independent retailer is all about, is just having options. We stock Block as well as every other brand, and yeah,
so much variety.
Yeah,
that's it. And there's not many stores that offer that actually. So I like hearing that you have a lot of variety and there's something for everyone. You know, that's so important.
And there are a few good independent retailers around the country, and so if there's not one, if you're not near Dance Desire, I'm sure there's a good one near you that stocks every brand as well. So
exactly. So before we get stuck into this video of me trying on different brands, make sure you follow Dance Desire on Instagram. We'll put the handle on the screen right now, and also make sure you follow Claudia Dean World too. And of course, subscribe, like, comment, you know the drill, guys. So before we go into it, I'm just going to tell you what we're going to be trying on today. We're trying on Capezios, Donatellas. We're trying on Gaynose Mindens, and is this the hardest?
The green bag's the hardest.
Green,
yeah.
Isn't there pink and then
yellow?
And,
yeah.
Got it.
Blue.
And then, blue, okay. Then also energetics, so these ones are Encore, and then we're also trying another
Sapphires.
energetics, which is Sapphire. So cool. Okay, I reckon we get straight into it.
Yes. So the first thing that we would do when you came into Dance Desire, we're really lucky we have an upstairs purpose-built Pointe shoe area with heaps of different shoes and heaps of different brands. But we would sit you down and we would chat to you about what studio you go to, how many hours you're doing on Pointe. We'd get you to take your shoes off. We'd have a quick assessment of your toes just to see what shape your foot is, how wide we think your foot might be. And from there, we will determine which shoe we're going to start with.
Got it.
And for everyone, that's completely different. You might
so there's
have
no like particular...
No, nothing. There's no particular one shoe that we always start with.
Got it.
It's completely dependent on the dancer and the shape of their foot.
Got it.
Especially if someone's doing only one class on Pointe and someone's doing 15 hours on Pointe.
Very different.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So we have to make that judgment ourselves. But then where we go from there is up to
Completely
them.
up to them.
Yeah.
So what are we
So we're starting with an Energetics Encore.
Wow.
And I really like this shoe at the moment. A really great beginner shoe, but it also goes all the way through to a hard shank as well. So lots of dancers like the consistency of being able just to change the shank.
Got it.
Get a harder shoe as they progress into more hours.
Oh, I see. Cool. Should I do up the drawstrings?
Yeah, you can pull them in a little bit, but it's pretty
sweet.
firm on you.
So first impression, they just feel harder, you know, to what I'm used to. They just feel harder and more narrow.
Yeah, they're definitely tapered.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know they're the right size, but they just feel like the box is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to.
Oh yeah.
They feel good though.
So I'll get you to plie in second, only because when you plie in second, your foot is at its longest and its widest, so it gives me a good indication that the length is right, which I think it is. And then if you put your feet in parallel and put one foot up and push stuff up onto the other and see how you feel.
Wow. So interesting. So now, first impression when I'm up there, they just feel so different. You know what I feel like? It's almost like already they're molding to my feet.
Because they're pre-arched.
Ah.
So they have a pre-arched shank, which is also why they're really good for beginners, because the soft shank with the pre-arch just really helps them get solid on that platform and get nicely over the platform as well.
Yeah, I could tell like if I was a professional, I preferably would wear like a pre-arch shoe in a way, just because then you can like put them on and go on stage.
Totally.
Whereas if you have like something that's really hard, it takes time for it to
especially if you've not got a hugely strong arm.
Exactly, and that's like me. I have a massive, as you guys know, I have like a thing about my feet. But yeah, I really like these. I really like the look of them.
Yeah, they look really nice. They're nicely supported through the front, and there's not too much excess at the heel, which I like. They look really nice.
Yeah, amazing. Oh my God, should we go on to the next pair?
Yeah, let's. Sapphire.
Energetic Sapphire. Okay, these are the ones with no drawstrings.
Correct, and a really V-shaped vamp.
I have a few students that wear these. I'm always like so intrigued as to how there's no drawstring, but they still fit snug.
Yeah.
How does that work then?
I think because they're really tapered.
Got it.
As well.
So here, everyone, if you see, like with the elastic there, you can like pull that at the front, obviously, to taper it in a little bit more, whereas these ones have nothing. So interesting.
And I think with no drawstring, I think people like them because they offer a really streamlined look.
Yeah,
and
it
the
really
colour
does.
of Energetics with the theatrical pink tights makes it for a really beautiful leg line.
Got it, because they're more white, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, they're more
So if you
white.
wore salmon tights, they'd really stick out, but
Yeah.
with theatrical pink tights,
They blend in.
yeah.
Got it, which obviously then would create a longer line in a
Yeah,
way.
totally.
Yeah. Wow, these feel different again. So the biggest difference I've noticed is the box.
Yes.
There's something different about it.
So the box is very tapered, and the toe platform is actually pleatless, which is different to all the others. If you turn around, if you just stand up and turn around, you can tell at the back there's actually no pleats that join the shank. So that's why it's a really flat platform.
Oh, I see. Which, you know, obviously makes it very different as well for turning. Like if it's more flat, like you wonder if I'd feel the difference.
Yeah, totally.
On the topic of that, like point shoes being different, I was actually thinking about doing a video in collaboration with Dance Desire, because we have the variety here, which is so amazing, doing a video of me dancing in these point shoes. So I'll have one of my assistants sew them all, and then I can try dancing in them, because I think that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Crazy for you because you've never
Yeah.
danced in anything else.
Yeah, and like doing things like fouettes, like just hard steps and turns, like you just wonder how it would go. Yeah, I mean, I have such good technique, I think it'd be okay, but I have to say though, out of the ones I put on before, so the Encores and the Sapphires, if I was in a shop and I had to make a decision, I'd probably go with the other ones because of the pre-arch.
Yeah. Because you like to make sure that your foot, it conforms to your foot because you have that foot phobia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true.
The only thing I would say on that topic is that if you were choosing between this one and that one, and you're a full-time dancer who did a lot of hours, that perhaps it might be a good class alternative because it's really strong. It's really strong.
Got it.
It's a
okay.
much stronger shoe.
So those other ones are going to break down obviously
A little bit,
faster.
yeah. This one's just got a much stronger shank.
I like as well, like they're very straight through here. And this is another thing I find with my feet, because I think my arch, like this part isn't as like over, but my metatarsals are strong. So my feet always break like in the lower half of the shoe.
Yeah.
So that's why I like these, because they're very straight.
Yeah,
through
they
here,
are. And
which is
strong
nice.
through there.
And then they get, you know, that nice bend here. Okay.
But again, not a lot of excess in the heel, which I like. I don't like a lot of excess up here.
Got it. No, lovely. Next pair, what are we going to do?
Let's do Gaynor Minden.
Oh, Gaynose!
They have a right and a left. Gaynor Mindens have a right and a
Oh,
left.
okay.
The drawstring goes on the inside of the foot.
Okay, made in USA. Lovely. Do I need to do up the drawstring, do you think?
I think it might be all right. Let's pull it in a little bit
Pull
and
a
see
little
how
bit,
you go.
yeah. Sweet. I'm really excited about putting these on. So are these the ones that are made of plastic?
They are. It is let me read my notes to try and make sure that it's an innovative, advanced, flexible polymer shank. So it's not like your normal point shoe. It's not going to break down in the shank.
Got it.
And it's not going to snap or break down like normal point shoes.
Because I had lots of girls in my year at the Royal Ballet School. A lot of them wore Gaynors, and their shoes would literally last like 6 months.
They should last with the flexible shank.
Yeah.
They should last 3 to 6 times longer
Wow.
than a normal point shoe.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of money then, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Wow.
But they are double the price initially, but then you don't have to buy another pair.
Should I tuck in
soon.
those?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's put on the Gaynors.
Moment of truth.
Wow. I feel like so over. I love that.
So this is the hard shank.
Okay. Whoa, is it?
Yeah, it is.
This is the hard one.
This
Okay,
is.
so the only thing is when I'm up there, I feel as though, I mean, I know with elastics and everything, this is going to pull up a little bit.
Yeah.
But the heel feels like it's like tapering a lot
Yeah.
there. Like, can you
So,
change
yeah,
that?
so the good thing about Gaynors is they're really customizable. So you could get, this is a high heel, but you could actually get a lower heel to remove some of this excess in the heel.
Okay. And then you could, lift up this area maybe?
Yeah,
potentially?
definitely.
Any
So we
other-
could get you a slightly different fit with a lower heel, would definitely help that.
Got it. And is there, like, what else could you customize too with the Gaynors?
You can customize box width, heel height, vamp width. You can even get them embroidered with your initials or your name or anything like that.
That's
and
so
they
cool.
also, of course, Gaynose are famous for coming in different colours.
Wow. What were you going to say before?
I was going to also say that there is also a vegan option with Gaynose.
Vegan! I actually really love that now brands, and I know we're doing that with my leotards as well, like making everything so much more environmentally friendly.
Totally.
It's I think it's a real niche, you know, and it's
definitely.
something that just like needs to evolve.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. I'm not vegan or anything, but like I still think that's amazing.
But there are people that are, and they need to have an option. So
that's great. I really love these. I think.
So they do claim to be the most comfortable pointe shoe. The thing we do like about them is even though dancers often struggle with having a soft shoe, so most dancers want to have a really hard shoe because it lasts longer.
Yeah.
But with Gaynose Minden, what we've found over time is that dancers that have started, they always want the hardest shank, but then they end up coming back and getting a softer shank because it helps with like their jumps and their turns and everything, and they don't feel like they're popping, they feel like they can roll a little bit more through demi with a softer shank. So I really like that Gaynose is outside the box.
Exactly, and they cater for that.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to jump. That's why that video I mentioned before would be interesting, like to jump and everything in these shoes, because like I can imagine like they'd be so much quieter.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. So what are we going to put on now?
So the lucky last pair that we've got are Capezio.
Oh, lovely.
So we tried on a few pairs before we started this video, and we decided that the Donatella was the best shoe that you liked the best.
Cool.
So here we go. We're going to try this one on.
Cool. These ones are so light. I literally, I just can't get over. I just can't get over how light they are.
Okay, so these have a really large platform. We can already see that. Like,
Wow.
it's really large.
I love me
And
some
it's-
good large platforms.
Yeah, and it's also slightly rounded to help you roll up through demi onto the platform.
Got it. Okay. Right. Got them on. I just honestly still can't believe how light they are. So what do you think it is then, Lauren?
I think that they have a really thin leather sole, and it also allows for greater contact with the floor as well.
Got it,
So you
okay.
should feel a little bit more grounded. You should feel like you're close to the floor.
I actually really like these. There's something different about these shoes.
Yeah, and I think once you sewed on the ribbon and elastic, this would pull up.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Like so far, because we've tried on 4 pairs, which ones do you think look the best?
These make your foot look really nice, actually, now that we're looking at them. And I know that's a big thing for you.
Yeah.
I think personally I like the first pair myself.
pair.
I think
Do
they
you?
just conformed really nicely to your shaped art. Like I think here they'd take a little bit of, maybe take a little bit of breaking in, but
Got it. Yeah. I really like the feel of these though. I think because they're just so different to what I'm used to.
definitely.
Like they're so different. They almost like they push you over, but then down here it's like they're almost pulling you back, but the right amount.
yeah, definitely. So a lot of Capezio shoes come with a 3/4 shank as well.
Oh,
You can either
okay.
get a half shank, you can get a 3/4 shank, and it conforms really, really well to the foot, as well as having that really thin sole. So you can see here, there's hardly any difference between
No.
where the satin stops and the sole starts.
Exactly,
Whereas
yeah.
other shoes tend to have like a little bit of
Bulk.
a ridge and bulkiness. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. No, these are really nice. I really do like these. It's really hard. Like I feel as though all the shoes I've tried on today, I really like them all in their own unique way, you know, like one of them might be pre-arch or the other one, you know, has that amazing plastic, it's not plastic, but that amazing
Flexible polymer.
Flexible polymer that like, you know, again is more catering for the environment. Like they've all got their unique little touch, which I think is really a really special thing.
Plus you had a really good point.
I know. Thanks, Lauren. So actually, I have a question for you because a lot of people ask me this on social media. What do you think when you go into a pointe shoe fitting? What should you look out for if you're wanting to change brands or if you're wanting to change the shoes that you're currently in?
Yeah,
What's
or if
going to
you're
make that easier?
Yeah. So if there's something not quite right with your shoes or you want to change or you just want to try something different, because a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I think my biggest 5 things would be to find a really good retailer who has a lot of options,
Yep.
or who you know is going to have options that are going to, you know, if you've got a really big foot, make sure they've got, you know, a big range of sizes. If you've got a really wide foot, make sure they've got a lot of widths.
Big fat feet.
But I think, so finding a really good retailer and then giving them a call and making a booking. We offer bookings at Dance Desire just to make sure that we give everybody enough time, to make sure that it's not rushed, to make sure that we've got somebody there who's going to be able to look after you really well.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect.
And then make sure you bring your old shoes. I think that's a really big one. A lot of people don't bring their old shoes or their ouch pouches or spaces or whatever you wear.
Exactly.
And that also can make a difference to the way the shoes fit.
Absolutely, yeah, of course, because then you can see how they've broken in over time, and
Definitely.
yeah, how they're molding, if they're not molding right, and what makes like a really good point shoe fitting. Because I know one thing that I always try and tell my dancers is remember to communicate.
Oh yeah,
like the biggest
one.
thing is you can't go to a point shoe fitting and forget to tell them how you're feeling. So you know, if I'm putting on a shoe and if I know that something's not right, just tell them, because they're there to help you. So
and I can't feel what it's like inside the shoe. I can tell you what it looks like from the outside. I can tell how you're sitting in the shoe. I can tell whether it's too wide or too narrow, but I can't determine how your toes are feeling or how it feels inside the shoe. And that's the biggest thing. It's just to really communicate with your point shoe fitter on what you're looking for first. And then when you've got the shoes on, how they feel. There's nothing worse than saying, okay, how does that feel? And they go, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. Impossible. You've got to, and also obviously, I think another point to add in here, Lauren probably won't say this herself though, is make sure you're going to someone that's very experienced and has been doing it for a long time and has had so much experience with different types of feet like yourself. I think that's really important, dancers. So whoever you're booking in with, you know that they're very experienced, which I'm sure Dance Desire has.
But I think, sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right.
I think that our philosophy, or my personal philosophy, and I know all our point shoes fitters have the same thing, and I was mentioning this to you before, that there are no problems, there are only solutions. So if you're not happy with your current pair, there is a pair out there for you.
Yeah, there'll be something for you.
It might cost your mum a little bit of money trying different pairs, but especially if this is what you do, if you're spending a lot of time on point, there's nothing worse than a point shoe that's not quite right.
Exactly, yeah, and I agree with you too, because a lot of people can go years trying to find the right shoe.
Yeah.
Like you could go for years, you know, and that's normal. It's like a bit of a searching at first, but once you find it, you know.
Yeah, and I think too, the best time to try lots of different pairs is when you're still in your studio. Like when you're either in full time or you're doing a lot of hours before you go off and join schools or companies, because then you don't have access. So you need to just make sure you've found the right shoe, or a shoe that you're really happy with, that your teacher thinks look nice, that is really working for you
beforehand. So in other words too, it's about being patient, taking the time, so important.
Yeah, definitely. Like just be open to different options as well, because we see so many feet, and your point shoe fitter sees so many different feet. She may have seen a foot just like yours, and I think that be open to your point shoe fitter's options and try on so many different, especially if you're at a store like ours or another retailer, another independent retailer that has so many options. You never know when the right shoe is going to find you. So.
Exactly. That is so true. So everyone, I hope you love this video today. Make sure you let us know in the comments below if you want to see me dancing in some of these pairs. I am really excited for that because I really feel as though it's just been like such a different experience today, putting on different brands. And like you said, it's so important to be open-minded to so many different brands that are out there, because they're all special in their own way. And of course, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you again, Lauren.
You're most welcome.
Amazing. And thank you, Dance Desire, for being so generous with all these point shoes. See you. Bye.